that's okay, this is fine. So why don't you just start off, we'll do what CJ did, just start off by just doing start off with like your solo Beowulf combos and we'll start there, because Beowulf, especially in the duo, is kind of weird. Okay.
I already messed it up.
That was pretty good though, that was way more than I thought. Okay, yeah, go. And that's universal, that is, okay, nice. Oh, that's so good.
I always, that's one combo will keep messing up.
There you go, that's what you need. And then you pick up the chair. So, we'll start, that's a good combo to start off with, so I'll do it. I would say you can break down Bayo combos into 3 different categories. So you've got the cheer on, cheer off, and assist combos. Because Beowulf's most common partner is going to be Big Band, which you're playing. So this is a very classic team, and there's quite a lot of resources online. So we'll start with, honestly, the most, like, round start, right? You're gonna have Big Band. So theoretically, you want to know your assist combos first, but we'll start with solo combos because that's also important. So yeah, so you do, this combo is good. And then, obviously you don't drop that part. But the important thing, the very common thing you need to learn, which is universal for cheer on and cheer off, is the dash jump JMP link into stagger. So you don't want to be mashing it, because if you do it too fast, you're just either not going to get JMP, or you're not going to get HK. I'm pressing HK, I'm pressing it too early. So you got to wait till you land and then press it.
Yeah.
You can, like, as soon as your feet touch the ground, you should be able to do it. So, see if you can just hit it on me, like, 3 times consistently, because combo pieces are more important. There we go, that was 1. Okay, that was 1. Nice, 2. That was 2. That was 1. Nice. That one was a combo, so you gotta wait a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah.
One, yep. Nice.
Yeah, I'm pressing it really.
Nice. So that's like an integral combo part, and you can do it with another thing is you can either do it with JMP or with JHK, or JMK, sorry. So the timing is interesting. So oops, my bad. So with the JMP, you have, like, it has more hit stun, so you have more time to press the JHK, but you have to time it because you're in the air for longer. Whereas with the JMK, basically as soon as you land, you can press JHK. Or, yeah, not JHK. Standing heavy kick. Anyway, so can you do your assist combo? That's the real important stuff, is your assist combo. Okay, that's okay. Go again.
Okay. I need to practice this one a bit more. I've been
This is the,
in
like, in terms of, like, this is the combo you need to practice, because this is the whole point of playing this team, right? So go again. Okay, that's so good.
Yeah, it's a dash jump off that part if I'm
You
not
actually
wrong.
don't need a dash jump. So after the DP, I'll do it. So, like, a couple of things to make things easier is you can either do heavy kick into DP, or you can just do crouching heavy punch, which sends them higher in the air, which makes the follow up a little bit easier. Trade-off being, like, a little bit of damage. So honestly, you can do the DP if you want. And so if you have a look, you don't need a dash jump after the brass. You can just hold up forward. See, even I make mistakes. So and that's the next thing. So once you hit it, you have two options basically. If you want the knockdown, you just do, once the brass hits, you just go up 4 JLP, JHP, and then you go into Canis, and then you have like Oki, and you do whatever. You go into your combo. Or if you want to do the fuller combo, I will show off the full combo.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you would do the ender string, which would be, easiest one would be, and then you could go into whatever. That's kind of the main thing. So do you want to see if you can just hit? So that's why you need to know this as well, is because that's like part of the combo. Up forward, do that, and then you go. So with throw, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 actions. Whereas with wolf shoot, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the difference is that the kicks do more damage, and I think more meter build, but obviously the last one sends them flying, whereas the headbutt sends them close for a conversion. So ideally, you need to know if you're doing a throw or a wolf shoot, and then you just count out 1, 2, 3, 4. Or with wolf shoot, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count it out as I do it, even though I can do the combo. So do you just want to try getting that conversion? Yeah, so you don't even dash jump. I'll show you. Don't even, like after it. So you have to dash jump here, obviously.
Yeah, you have to dash jump down.
I just hold up forward. Yeah, I just need to hold up forward.
Yeah, you just have to hold up forward and then do that.
Yeah, and it works. It's okay. All Beowulf is a very combo heavy character, so your whole game plan is going to be based around, like, you have to be able to hit your combo, and you have to be able to hit the important combo parts, because you're going to be piecemealing a lot of stuff together, and you're going to be needing to consistently hit your combos to get the value out of your character, because you're not just there to pump damage out. You have like a specific game plan, which is like, you get the hit, you do this, and now you have like an Oki situation where you do a high-low, and then you potentially kill. So, but we'll go over conversion now, because Beowulf obviously does not have the most amazing... Well, he's actually not got bad neutral with this assist, but your good buttons are... You've got JHP, which is obviously good. The way you throw it out is important. I see that you don't necessarily want to do it just like immediately rising. You can do it as you're falling down. Because it means you can block as you're ascending and then do it, because the hitbox is always going to come out even if you're close to the ground. Yeah, see? But if you jumped and blocked, you might have... You can basically react to stuff before you commit to an option. So JHP is like a staple move. A lot of the time you don't want to be going forward as Beowulf, because you're playing duo, you can kind of afford to sit around, and what you really want to be doing, and you'll see players like Sage doing this, where you can just call your assist and just get 1 hype, because your character's going to be a lot better when you get 3 hype, because then you can do like 3 hype stuff. So if I get 3 hype and then come over this way, and then when you do the combo, you can go like this, where it's like this, and you get 1, 2, 3, and then you've done a shit ton of damage, and then suddenly you're doing like, way more. You're doing way more stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. So JHP is good. 2 HP is good. It's just a good anti-air kind of hitbox. I like JMP. Oh, sorry, JMK.
I like this one as well.
It's good because you can convert into JHP and get stuff done. That's kind of your main stuff, and then once you're close, you got JLP, JLK, and JMP. So once you're in this kind of range, you can either thread in 2 HP into DP because you're safe, because you're +1 when you have cheer. So you can kind of poke with that. You can neutral jump. If they're like kind of bullied in the corner, you can neutral jump, and they can't do a lot about that. Your brass. So if you block brass, because you want to be enforcing your mix-up, so you get a high or you get a low, or you get a throw, and then you can do conversion. So that's part of it. I think let's go over conversions because neutral's kind of a broad topic. So if you have any questions about it, basically you just play the mid range. Use your tools like 2 HP, JHP. Once you get a bit closer, you can force a mix up with brass, and then once you got your mix up, because even if you block brass, so
okay, I'll block brass.
Yeah, so block brass, and then I get a mix up. Brass is gonna be back online for you to do your combo, so you don't have to worry about like wasting brass basically.
What about chairless? What about chairless neutral? Because I do tend to use this a lot.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So generally as Beowulf, it is matchup dependent. Versus a character like Parasol, for example, chairless sweep is really good. The only thing you need to know is just don't do it point blank. If you're point blank, you want to be doing just high-low mix-ups, throws. Another good thing is tick throwing with so block my light punch. That's just actually good. Or you can go like high, and you can go like if they block that, and try to push block it. So I'm gonna do a 2-hit block trick and then push block it. And the push block, like Wolf Shoot sends you super far forward, so you can easily get it. And then your other option is just overhead. But I think Wolf Shoot is a good place to start for conversions. So that's a good move to it. So when you're in the air, so pick up your chair. You can kind of do this stuff, and you want to be super jumping as well. That's another thing. Super jumping is really you don't always want to be super jumping, but like super jumping gives you more room to play with. And if people like to press buttons below you, you can punish it with that and do a falling JLK because the hitbox. The thing about Beowulf, which is good and bad, is JLK, JMK, I think JHK even, and definitely JHP. All these moves are active the entire way down. So it's like they only stop being active until you touch the ground, which is they don't recover basically. And the thing about that is if you're just doing it rising, if you're just spamming it rising, if someone just calls a DP assist like beat extend, you're gonna get hit. So that's why you want to jump, block, and then fall with it rather than doing it all the way.
Okay,
that's kind of why. Yeah, so that's why you don't jump and rise with it unless you're trying to air to air. And if you're trying to air to air, you want to be using your quick moves like JLK or JLP into JLK, for example.
Okay, so that's why I keep getting hit by assists.
Yeah, so that's why you keep getting hit by assists, is because sometimes you just want to jump and block. Because if they let you get you into a corner, now you're in a bad situation because they get to do whatever they want, right? So that's kind of neutral. Cheerless. Cheerless is good versus zoners because cheerless sweep, not only you can just armor through all of them and you might hit them, you can roll in afterwards. And then, so tick as well, if we both tick. And then you just like enforce your mix up. Or if you think that they're going to DP, just block it and then get a punish. You really, because you don't have your big disjoint moves, this is not great, right? This is just a hit grab. If they block, it's just not good. So realistically, if you want to be playing the mid-range more, when you have chair, and then once you don't have chair, you either play the long range with sweep to get in. That's kind of what you want to be doing, is you just play the long range with sweep. But you have brass, remember, so use your brass to bully your way in. And then once you're in, you can just, Yeah, so you can do whatever you want, basically. But for the most part, you want chair in neutral because you have access to your good stuff. And, probably most importantly, you have access to a boss and block DP. That's kind of the actual thing.
I know I've been commonly known as the challenge better to keep throwing this move out as like a read.
It's not amazing. If you have hype, if you have one hype, you can. I think it has to be done on block. Oh no, I was just pressing the wrong button. Yeah, you can on whiff, you can pick it up. So that's not a bad option. Is to just go like. Oh, you got hit, but. And then you can do the unsafe things, but that takes like awareness to be like, I have 1 bar of hype. And I can use the armor properties if you want. And you have to be like right on top of the chair. So if you block it, try to punish me. See, Yeah, I don't think it's that punishable.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
That's
That's like a nice
fine.
thing. If you think people are going ham on you and you have hype, then you can just and then you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing this is just like, yeah, you're basically going like, I have to spend 1 bar. I don't know if Brass like makes it safe on block or not. I don't think it
Yeah, I'm not
does.
sure. So I would
I'm not
say like
sure.
treat it like a super basically. It's like you don't want to do super point blank on someone's face on block. You have if you
Yeah.
think about the range of it, you can achieve a similar range of like 2 HP with dash JLK or JLK,
Yeah.
which is both
Plus,
safe and plus and can just be an overhead. Because this isn't even a low, this is a mid. So like if they're
yeah.
just blocking, you just destroyed yourself.
Yeah, plus like I have to spend like super bar just if even if it gets blocked, I
Yeah,
still have to spend super bar just to like attempt to escape. And if they
yeah.
land the punish for like wolf shoot, I'm screwed.
Yeah, exactly. So
But
another
yeah.
thing we can talk about is like, so mix-ups, right? So we'll do a quick pop quiz. Like, what are the 3 ways Beowulf can like open someone up? So if
You
I'm
got
crouching, yeah, if I'm crouching, you
yeah
do an overhead. What else can you do if I'm
overhead.
crouching? You can just grab me.
Grab.
And then once I start up backing, you can catch me with a low.
Low.
And
Yeah.
the way, yeah. So once you do a low, even if I'm just holding up back, you're gonna put me in pre-block to get me. But if people block you, you still have another option, right? So if you push block me, you can do chair, you can do L chair, which is a low. So if they try to up back after the push block, they get hit, and you do your thing.
Yeah.
Or the other option is wolf shoot, which catches them down backing. So that's like the secondary mix up is you do your high low mix up, high low throw. In fact, you do high low throw, and if they push block it, if you have chair, you can either do wolf shoot, which will bring them forward, or you do chair. So that's kind of your mix up, and then you do your conversions. So that's kind of the basis of neutral. Don't feel like you have to go in. Your game plan in neutral is to use brass because you have duo health. Use brass to just bully and get your hype because then your combos will do so much more damage. Literally just by doing the EX moves. And you can. The thing is, if they try to punish it, like in this situation, if you block brass and then you just do 2 HP to punish. And then you can actually like because you have such a massive disjoint button, you can effectively kind of save your president basically.
Yeah.
So that's the neutral section. I've been pretty unstructured, but I think conversions is the next thing. So obviously, if you do an overhead, you can just go straight into the combo. If you do a low, you go straight into the combo. Let's go back into the mid screen here. But throw conversion is the main thing. So Beowulf has a special throw compared to everyone else. So if you just jump, if you can put people back into like, and then you're now back on the ground. Whereas every other character has a special throw animation where they do their own air throw. So the throw conversion for Beowulf is really simple. This is true for wolf shoot, air throw, and ground throw because it all brings you back into this ground stance. It's not that. I fucked that up. So like I was saying before, when you throw someone, just normally you have 4 actions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to do 3 kicks and then 1 headbutt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's just that, and then you can go into the combo again. If you do wolf shoot, it's 5 actions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then you can go into it. So see if you can hit that, and you can do it off air throw as well. So
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can go slower than that.
1, 2, 3.
And
That's okay. So jab this to that.
Yeah, you can just go jab. So PP that, or you can just go straight into 12p to HP. Whatever you want, really. I probably do that. Probably do 12p to MP, and you delay it a little bit because you can do a little walk forward if you want. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then do the rest of the combo. Nice. And so now do it off of air throw. It will be the same as a normal throw. You need to have your chair though to get the 2 HP.
Oh yeah. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
And then off wolf shoot, so pick up your chair. It's gonna be 4 kicks and then a P.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And the reason why you do 2 HP is because the well, there's a couple reasons. The reason why is because if you're airborne, it shoots them that way when you do the 5 HK, because they need to be grounded for them to get it, so it's just easy to do 2 HP. Honestly, that's like the main conversion you need to know, really. It's just like, oh, I grabbed you, just end in that, and now I'm back into my normal combo.
Yeah.
And you can do like everything normal, which is cool. And like I said, off of high, you just go back into the combo, and you just do whatever. So conversions for Beowulf are super easy because everything routes back into his like main B&B.
Okay.
So that's why he's like such a combo focused character. So that's why I felt like you got to go over neutral a little bit, because you can like, if you're playing duo, you can kind of just chip at people a little bit. Neutral jump plus this is really good. Neutral jump plus then call it is nice. There's gonna be a lot of times where it's like you might get a stray hit. Arm is important.
Yeah.
I guess we can go over, what else can we go over? If you don't have OTG, I guess that's one. Although for Beowulf with brass, there's not a lot you can do OTG-less. You would probably actually want to just do this combo.
Yeah. Because you can always,
And then this final part uses OTG when you do that. So if you don't have OTG, just finish with that and then just back up.
Because of that.
But ideally, you would be setting up a reset. What we'll do is, I guess I'll just see how far can you do this combo. Into that. And then you'll do this, and then into like the ender string. But I just want to see if you can now do and do it off of throw to piece it all together.
Okay, so do it off of 1, 2, 3.
I'll go slow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I guess the thing, what's happening is I'm very far away, right? So if you pick up the chair, what you can do is you can really, like, you can do most of the dash and then the jump and you still get the dash jump speed.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to see because you're so far in the air. But when I do it, I really like extend like the dash. You don't want to be like dash jump. It's like dash and then jump. That's how you get more speed or more distance. Yeah. So yeah, keep trying that because you need to know how to do it from max range, because if you do it from max range, it allows you to just hit play, which is like such a good round start option because now you already can do it.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all good. Interesting thing about, I guess we'll just do a quick conversion lesson on is the closer you are to them or they are to the wall, the harder it is that it's actually going to be for them to get to. So if you're really close to the wall, I'm actually probably not going to be able to convert here because you touch the ground before I can even do anything. Whereas if you're really far away from the wall, even if I'm far away, this is probably a bit fun. If we're about mid-screen, you can reliably arm, and you can still pick up and do whatever. So that's just something to note. And obviously you need OTG, so if you've used OTG and then you do arm, it's all about relative... Oh, you didn't tick, that's why. Yeah, so conversion off of it is really simple theoretically, as it's just 2LK to whatever you want to do, but you just have to know that you don't have OTG, and you have to be a little bit far away from the corner. Like even that was too close to the corner, so it's like kind of about... There's actually two factors. One is how close your opponent is to the corner, and the other is how far away you are from your opponent, because you're going to start recovering, because if you hit with like the front of arm, then you're going to recover later, whereas if you hit with the brunt, like the end of arm, then you're going to recover a bit earlier. So it's a bit of feel, and it's going to take a bit of skill to know. And you have to adjust your routing because you don't have, you no longer have OTG, so it might be worth just going into this combo.
Yeah.
And then I fuck it up. But yeah, so that's kind of the main thing. What have we gone over? We've gone over conversions, we've gone over neutral, we've gone over combos somewhat. I guess we'll just do like a quick combo test. Are you able to do, so you want to be doing that ender into this, into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then whatever the ender string you want. But the main thing I just want to see is off of throw, if you're able to get the up to that point in the combo. Because if you can do that part consistently, that's probably enough that you can probably start winning more games.
Yeah. Oh no, that uncomboed, I believe.
Well, so what you want is go from throw and then do the full that into DP into throwing me onto the ground and all that.
Oh,
so
okay.
so instead of doing the knockdown one, oops, sorry, I fucked that up. You do that after the brass hits, so like this, and then you do the follow up, and then because if you can do that, that's kind of your damage combo versus your Oki combo. So see if you can hit that.
So do you want me to do it off grab or just do it normally?
Do it normally first, but then doing it off grab sets up the distance that you have to get better at dash jumping.
Oh.
And that's the thing, right? So you saw that pressing assist, you have to use your other assist button this time.
Yeah, there you
go. So it's good practice if you ever played Trio.
So I gotta remember, it's hold just straight.
Yeah, if you hold up forward, like after brass hits, you literally just hold up forward and it'll up forward immediately. You don't have to time it.
Yeah.
That's okay, you're close. I'll come to the center again for you. So good. I guess we'll try dash jumping a little bit. Try like getting like most of the dash out and then jumping. More. Yeah, like that. You want to basically like land on the ground again and then jump, and you'll get like way further. So if you come to all the way to this corner, and then wait, let me get all the way back. See where you land just by doing it as quickly as possible instead of waiting it out. So you landed just in front of that girl. So let's go back to the corner. And now try doing it with like the full dash. Go. And you landed like in the middle of where the girl is rather than at the foot of it. So like the further the dash you can get, the further you can get, which makes the conversion just a lot easier.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to think about what else. Do you know any cheerless combos? I guess you do this one, right? Is that the cheerless combo you do?
Yeah. I just do the wolf boards or loops.
Okay. Do you wanna just do that?
Yeah.
I'll just see that. That's probably serviceable for now. That's good. Yeah, if you can do that, that's good. I think I just wanted to double check that. I'm definitely going to edit this video in such a way that it's a bit more structured, so it's all good. So now that we've done combos, we've done conversions, we've done neutral. I think the final part is like resets, and then after that, I think we'll be good to go. I'll do like a pop quiz at the end.
Okay.
So Beowulf is an interesting character because you do have. I'll show off some of the resets that I do. The really good one with chair is, so it's going to be in the air, it's JLP, JLK into JMP, and then you do a re-jump. So 1, 2, 3, and then you either grab them, so it's like burst bait. Which means that you can re-jump. And then do JHP afterwards, because that extends your hurt box, or moves it the other way. So do you want to try doing that? So try it's weight based, so you want to go slower on heavier weights. So I'll go into the middle and you do that, and I'm just gonna mash throw. So you can do the burst bait first, which is so it's like that, and you jump back JLP.
Okay, so jump back JLP. Yeah.
And then JHP.
So boom, boom.
Yeah, so a bit slower.
Slow.
That's okay. You want to do the JLP early, but because the JLP early will send them down, but you want to delay the other two. So do the JLP as quickly as possible, but then delay the other two. That's good. That was really good.
I'll have to jump.
I'll start with throw. Throw is probably a bit easier to time.
This is gonna take me a bit of getting used to.
Yeah, but it's kind of his like basic reset that you should know. Okay, that was good. And just do throw instead of JMP. That was good timing, actually. That's actually not a bad way to time it. It's like the first two quickly. But whatever works for you, really. And it's going to be weight dependent. That's okay.
Right, no, wrong button.
That was good. That was good timing. And now try see if you can do the burst bait this time. Burst bait's a bit easier to time because you actually want it to combo. Whereas with the reset one, yeah, it's a bit easier to combo. And it's a 2-hit burst bait, which is nice.
Oops.
You gotta jump back.
Gotta jump back. Gotta remember that. It's not jump forward, it's jump back. I'm just practicing this so my mind can just get ready.
There you go. And then the punish, yeah, so the punish, just burst this. You can do that. Although I left it a bit far, sorry. Just want to come over this way. So yeah, so the easy punish is just 2 HP underneath them. You can get a little bit more damage if you do it like a falling JHP, but I don't even do this. You can do like that. That didn't counter hit though, so like that, and you have to do like a long jump to get it. So usually I would say if you're gonna punish it, the best thing you can do is just like dash once underneath them, and then do that into your stuff basically. So do you want to try? So now try doing the burst bait and then dashing under and punishing with launcher. It's okay.
Oh yeah, it's dash forward than this.
Yeah. Close.
Close.
What do you use to dash with? Do you use a macro or do you press 6?
I don't use, I press it.
Okay, so just
maybe using a macro is better in this situation.
I mean, it's whatever you're comfortable with. I know lots of people. So just practice dashing and then doing 2 HP. Because remember, you have to land. There you go. Because if you do it too early, you saw that you're getting like dash JHP, so you gotta land first. So you jump, that. So yeah, now try.
Yeah, too early.
You have lots of time, so you don't have to. You can even walk
Yeah.
forward instead of dashing if you need to. I'll show you.
Yeah, I gotta remember that you have a lot. You have a
Yeah, because
lot
you're
of
bursting in the air.
time.
So as long as they don't touch the ground, they can't do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
And 2 HP is a massive hitbox. So.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Close. With the burst bait, you kind of have to delay it more, I think. Oh, sorry. There you go! I did a really delayed burst, but you still managed to hit it, which is good. Close.
Yeah. Close. I'll jump back. I keep. I don't know why is this jumping backwards.
It's a good thing to practice in training mode, I guess, because you can set the bot to. You can set the dummy to immediately burst, which is good, like on the first hit.
Yeah, I might have to just.
I'll give you like a training regimen at the end because doing resets is like an important thing to be able to do. You don't want to just be able to do. And if you're struggling with like jump back, so what I do is even before it like hits or not. So if you delay, burst the second hit, not the first. I'm already dashing before I know if you're going to burst or not because it doesn't.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep going until you hit it, and then we'll move on to the next reset.
Yeah, I just don't know why my brain is.
There you go. So you got it. You got it. Do it one more
Yeah.
time, but that was good. You did it.
Let's jump.
You gotta kind of. You just gotta keep doing it until you just gotta keep doing it until you get it into your brain.
Yeah, you just gotta keep doing it.
JLP. Are you playing on hitbox at the moment?
Yeah, I'm playing on the hitbox. Okay. Gotta get it into my head because for some reason my brain's thinking of like re-jump combos. I think.
It kind of like it is a re-jump combo, but you're just imagining re-jumping backwards basically. Because it is a because you are comboing because that's what's causing it to burst. But just think about you just gotta think about like going backwards.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm showing off the resets. Yeah, go. We'll just do it one more time and then we'll move on to the next one. That's close.
I'm doing everything too fast, I think.
Yeah, you can definitely slow it down. The only thing you have to do fast, I would say, is the jump. That's like the only thing that you have to do fast. Cool.
Cool.
It's okay.
It's okay.
There you go. There you go, nearly. It didn't counter hit, so that's how you know it wasn't a true punish, but you were close. And what you can try doing is after you do like the jump back JHP, just dash immediately. You don't have to react to it whether or not it bursts, because if they don't burst, you dash and then you can do a mix up.
Oh yeah.
And if they burst, then you're in the position to get the 2 HP punish.
Yeah, just dash no matter what.
Yeah, dash no matter what, because you're completely out of range for burst. And if you dash block, then they can't. Yeah, look at that. So once you get the dash into your system, then you can. There you go. So once the dash is in your system, you don't even need to think about dashing and then doing 2 HP. You just do dash, basically. Cool,
Yeah,
so that's
you just
good.
do dash and then you react.
Yeah, so I'll do it and I'll show off what I mean. Yeah. Cool. That's all good. I'm like already in position and I can do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's another good thing is that this is a well, the thing is, it's not cheerless, I guess, because you can't really do it off of. It's not easy to do off of 2 HP. But let's go to the next sort of reset. So what else? I'm just gonna hit you with something and then I'll figure it out. What else do I do?
Yeah.
That's a good one. So basically what you can do is like at any point you can just cancel into Wolf Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12p into Wolf Shoot will catch people up bagging. Which is like, you can basically just like cancel any point of your combo into it and it will catch people down backing. Which is like a good thing to do. So what's like a combo you could do this on? I guess just do this combo. Oops, I fucked it up. And similarly, you can do that, right? Anytime that you're kind of like landing from a hop, you can just either do that, or you can do a low again. It's like tick pressure. So do you just want to try hitting me with like at any part of the combo, just cancel it into Wolf Shoot, and then I'll get hit by it. Except for that, because there's too much thing. Something with low hits sound like a jab. Yeah, like that. And now you get a free conversion back into your big... Because the most damaging part of your combo is going to be this part into brass. So if you can loop that part of it, then it's going to be beneficial for you. So I can go like this. And then I go like this.
Oh, yeah.
Oops, I fucked that up. But yeah, so you can even do it off of stuff like that. Yeah, but that's a basic reset. And you can also do it so you can go like, basically at any point you can go jab into Wolf Shoot. So either jab into Wolf Shoot or you can go jab into delayed low. So like jab, delayed low, and then you start again. As long as you make it not combo, then as you can see I'm hitting you when you're up backing. And you can do that when someone's like falling from when people are falling from this part of the combo into low.
Yeah.
So I'll get myself full hype and I'll show off what I mean. So it's like either you go jab Wolf Shoot or you go jab low, which is a high-low mix-up essentially, and then and that puts you back into this situation. So Beowulf kind of loops into himself very easily. His resets are not super complicated because he has very kind of set play based stuff. He's not like Failure or Fortune or whatever where they have a bunch of tricks. He's more about like very strong, simple 50-50s that he gets big reward off of because he doesn't have to worry about too much. So. And then into grab. 1, 2, 3, bam, into low, etc. Same thing, you can do it with L chair. If you have your chair on you, you can do like boom, 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 and then if it doesn't combo, you have to delay it slightly to make it not combo, but that's a free low. So yeah, so that's some resets. What else can you do? Honestly, that's like a majority of what I do. Is I do this reset a lot. I either do that reset, or obviously you can do it in the corner as well, which is nice. And then you get like the big corner damage, and you do whatever you want essentially. Yeah. But so that's kind of it really. Beowulf. I guess, sorry, that's it before the final section is just like safe jumps, right? So the final thing is, as Beowulf, you want to be setting up this combo, into this, and then you want to do a safe jump. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to ignore kind of the setup, but just give yourself full hype. And what you basically want to do is, as I'm waking up, you want to do hop dash JLK, but hold down back as soon as you do it. So hop dash, but hold down back as soon as you start dashing. Yeah. And what that will do is, if you time it correctly, you can hop dash, and if I down back, it will hit me. But if I mash super, you will recover and block the super while still getting anything. So give yourself hype and then just do Canis to put me into full knockdown. I'm gonna mash. There you go, that hit me. So do it again. I'm going to try to mash super. You did it a bit early, so you had to do it as I'm waking. There you go, you blocked it. So now I'm going to down back, and I'm going to see if it actually hits me, or if you did it too early. So I'm going to down back. There you go, so that hit me. So basically that's the safe jump. And that just hit me because I didn't get my mash. Like that.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can set the bot to do super on reversal, which lets you test your safe jump, and then just make the other recording like jab. So either they will do jab on reversal, on wake up, which you will beat with this, or they'll do super, which you will beat by locking it afterwards. Which is what you want to do basically. You want to do either that, or just a flat low to beat it. A way you can do a safe low is with 2mk into DP. So what I'm going to do is try to do super on wake up. I'm going to try to beat it with low. And hopefully I'll show off. Because basically what's happening is this is meaty, but then the DP will go through your super. Okay, so I was a bit late there because I didn't get my DP input. There you go. So but now if you just up back, it should hopefully beat it as well. Yeah. So those are basically your mix-ups.
Okay.
So you either do this into down back block, or you do this into DP, and that should beat most. That's your low option. That's your high option. So they're both safe. They both beat reversal if you do it properly. A couple things is if you're playing against like Bella, you don't want to down back afterwards. You want to up back, because if she does reversal 360, you want to be in the air. So if you hold up back as soon as you do this, they might beat it if you get hit during landing recovery, but I think there's a way to time it properly where they can't do much. But there's actually so if you just try to land on your chair, you will pick up the chair if you land on it.
Oh yeah, true.
So but if you don't land on the chair, yeah, you basically have two options available to you. You either do like the high one, or you just do a low. And if you think they're gonna DP, just either do the high one or block it. Is basically your options. So this is able to show me your air throw conversion into your normal B&B.
Oops, that was too much. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait.
So how many actions do you have off of normal throw?
4.
And how many do you have off of wolf shoot?
5.
5, right. So if you're doing normal throw, how many kicks do you need to do before you do a punch?
You need to do 3 kicks and 1 headbutt.
Exactly. And so if it's wolf shoot, you do how many?
4 kicks and 1 headbutt.
Exactly. So air throw is just a normal throw.
1, 2, 3.
Exactly, nice. And then try to go into the big band. Just try to get into your assist.
1, 2, 3. Oh, it wasn't air throw.
Well, air throw and normal throw are the same.
Okay.
It's okay.
This is a bit too slow.
And you're gonna have to do a long dash jump. There you go. Nice.
Oh,
That's okay, but you did the really long dash jump, which got you extra far, which is notable. So that's good. What else? Can you do the burst bait and air throw reset and try to hit me with it? So I'm either going to try to take the throw, or I'm going to get bursted, but you have to, or I'm going to block it. So see if you can bait me properly. So either you're going to throw me when I'm not expecting it, or burst bait me when I'm not expecting it. Actually, wait, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch to band instead. So I'm going to do timpani. So I might either hit you, or you're going to beat me.
Okay.
Oh, you got me.
But
Well, you still, it was a punish. It's better than the no punish. That's okay. Well, you hit it once. What else? What's the next thing? I will say try to do. I'm just gonna switch to Bella. Do a block string and then either hit me with L chair or wolf shoot. So just do a 2-hit block string and I'll record it. There you go. Nice. And now do it with L chair. I might have to be. I'm not exactly sure how tight it is.
I think I just have to do it faster.
Yeah, you might want to do it faster. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. So before we finish, I would say that's adequate. Do you want to just do your assistless combo? Nice. Nice. Yeah, the last part's pretty hard. Like this part, the respawns
Yeah,
are
it's
difficult.
gonna normally substitute.
Yeah, like the ending part's pretty difficult.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
think
all-
I did it like by accident. Like I didn't even mean to do this combo because I didn't practice it a lot, but I ended up fully completing it. I just did a different ending, I think. I did with a low kick.
The thing is, after you do the L chair, you have to do a slight walk forward. So you want to be holding
Yeah.
forward just before. And if you hit this too high, then this is gonna whiff. So those are some things to consider. Sweet. So do you have any questions? Just it could be about anything. It could be combos,
Yeah.
resets, assist choices.
I don't even know if like hitting, cause what I did a bit in a set is I did this while they were in the air, and then like I tried comboing into that if they were close enough to do an air combo. I don't know whether that's a good idea or it's all dependent on the height.
So you're asking if you can combo off of it, or if you just should do it in general?
Yeah, is it worth if they're in like, or if I like hit them up high, is it worth going into like an air combo?
Yeah, well, converting is better than not converting. So if you hit really high onto the ground, the thing is about Wolf Blitzer is if you come to the middle, most of the time, ideally, if you can just hit with this roar, that's better. But a lot of the time, you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna do the Wolf Blitzer after they block it to try to hit them afterwards. So if you block the chair, and then you do like the Blitzer, just in case, like it's an extra layer.
Yeah.
And then you can do stuff from there. So, to answer your question, what I would do in that situation is I would go into a reset because
Okay.
you don't have OTG, so you want to get your you want to get it back by doing a reset. So that's the importance of doing that's the importance of having those resets, is to reset your situation. To bring you back into your B&B situation, basically. And you could also do it like this, where it's like this. You go 1, 2, 3, and then do a hop dash. So they're thinking, once you get them thinking about like throw burst bait, you just do nothing and then you just hop dash, or you go and you do a low. I think you can also do it like this. I think it's a bit trickier, but you ignore the JLK, if I remember correctly. But I'm not very good at it, clearly. You can also do it like, this is another decent reset. So what that was is just, and then you just do throw. So you want to try doing that? There you go. And like they don't really expect it, because if they're expecting the other reset, they're expecting that tempo. So if you hit them with that you hit them with throw before they even realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you have any other questions? So basically for this, if you hit that, just go into a reset. Unless you think you can go, you could go like this.
Yeah,
you could go into an OTG-less reset. The thing to note is that like that into brass uses OTG, so they can just tick roll out of it. So if you like do this, you can't go like this because you can just take away basically.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was just asking that because like I just generally didn't know, because it seemed like a good option.
It is a good option. So this is really good to do. It catches people that stop blocking afterwards. You just gotta know that it's not like plus. You're a little bit minus.
Yeah. But like so if I hit someone from like a range from like here, is it good to go into it, or is it better to try to just land if you hit it? Oh no.
It's about whether you want to be hit confirming it. So what I mean by that is, just getting my chair back. Is like if you hit outright, it's better to just go into this, right? Because you're not using OTG. But if they block it, then you can you can do that to try to catch them out.
Okay.
That was a cross up. That's another cool thing you can do with brass is you can go, is you go like this, and you do that like rising with brass. So I guess my answer to that is like if you see that they block it, then you should maybe try that, but also don't do it 100% of the time because they might, they might block it. Or they might like DP out of it or whatever. But you can then do a reset out of it. So it is good.
Yeah,
Wolf Shoot is safe and Wolf Shoot is still safe enough. The thing to do is just make sure that your if they block it, your second one should be going away from them to make it safer.
Yeah.
And there are times where it will like cross up, where it's like, where if you come to the middle here, block the first 2 hits, and then, in fact, just try blocking in general, and I can probably, there you go. So that was a cross up where like people, it's a bit ambiguous, and they don't really know it. Yeah. So it is good to do. It is good to do because it crosses people.
Yeah, I just used to do that a lot in like one set. I used to just keep going into this.
Yeah.
Into that.
Yeah, if you go straight down, the problem is that you're minus, so then you lost your turn. So you want to be, if they're blocking it, you go away, so go diagonally backwards afterwards.
Yeah, I just used to do it, if I saw this hit, I used to just go into this, because I used to think I was too far to convert off it.
Yeah. But you're not. You can go, anything you can hit with JHP, you should be able to, apart from max range by the looks of it. Or even that, like, look how far I can hit it from.
Yeah.
That part didn't combo, to be fair. But even then, if you wanted another combo, you could also do like this, where you're like really far range. You could theoretically do that. But I would say that this is good. This is not only a good hit confirm option, and also it just means you have to go into a reset, which is the only problem.
Yeah, okay, so that's the only issue with doing that. Okay.
Wolf Blitzer is also good because it's like a good anti-air, so if you like try to do something, you can also just do it on the ground, like this. Like there's not a lot they can do.
Yeah,
the only thing, like I said, is it's basically always going to use OTG. Oh, that didn't actually. So yeah, that's a good neutral question. So basically, ideally, you can just hit this and go straight into. Because another thing is, if they block it and don't push block it, if they block the Wolf Shoot, which is going to be not Wolf Shoot, the Wolf Blitzer, a lot of better players are going to push block the Wolf Blitzer, and you didn't get a mix up off of it. But if they don't push block this, then you can land and then get a high low, where it's like they didn't push block this, and that's the other benefit to doing it low to the ground. They have less time to react to it.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So you either do like this, and you either do this into a high, or you do this into grab or Wolf Shoot, or you do it into a low. So you have lots of options. But if you did it into, anyone could push block that, but not everyone can push. So just try to push block anything I hit you with. Oh yeah, so you got it. But I still got you with that. That's another good situation where actually doing L chair might not be bad. It's just out of range. But yeah, so that's kind of, whereas if I do Wolf Blitzer, try to block it. If I do Wolf Blitzer, you'll probably be able to push block it like 100% of the time. And there's actually a gap there where you could try to push block after you, try to DP afterwards, and you might be able to get me. So yeah. That's basically, that's a lot of it. Did you have any other questions?
No, really, that was my only one, just because I used it like a lot in one set versus Jingo. I was just like, it was working, but I was like, is it actually like that good to do?
It's like, it's good at getting noobs, but anyone that's like, and it's good for hitting cross-up situations, but if you're far away like this, if you're like max range, just go for a mix-up like that.
Yeah, because it's like,
or into a low, basically.
I just kept doing it when it hits. I was wondering if I could have won it, I could go into like better stuff.
Yeah, basically no, just because you've lost OTG, so the best bet is now you have this, now you have a reset to go off of. So you can go like 1, 2, 3, into that.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was like better stuff to go in, like But before I did the wolf blitzer, was there anything better I could get out of my jumping heavy punch?
Right, yeah. So
Other than
basically,
other than getting
yeah. So
through.
basically, the best thing is if you're close and it hits, then you can just go into 2 HP launcher and just go into the full combo basically. So
Yeah,
what I'll do
okay,
is I'll
cool.
just make a normal lobby and we'll just do a quick. We can do. I might as well make it first to 5. See if you can hit me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Basically, I don't always have to go in the wolf blitzer. There are better options after I hit jumping heavy
yeah.
punch
It's
careless.
bad to do on hit because you could have
Yeah,
gotten a proper
you.
conversion, but on
Yeah,
block,
you.
it's not bad to do on block. You just
Okay.
don't want to do it in all situations.
Yeah, you just don't want to
Think of it
go
like a
like.
mix-up option because
Yeah.
it's probably the fastest thing you can do afterwards rather than landing. So if someone tries to like press a button, they might get screwed over
I think I
by
remember. I used to do that a lot. I used to use wolf blitzer a lot after jumping heavy punch, I think.
yeah. So if like for example, if someone
That's-
blocks it, if someone blocks it and then calls DP assist, you might just get hit. Whereas if you land and throw them, then you'll go through their DP assist and you'll win. So
Yeah.
that's an example.
Okay. Cool.
What I'll do as well is I'll definitely I'll transcribe some combos for you to do because there's a few that you need to learn, I think.
Yeah, I'll definitely practice some of the heavy bass ones because that just seems like the assist that I've just been
Yeah,
sticking that like I've just been sticking to at the moment.
that's a good punish option, by the way. 2 HP into you have like a really good ability to like punish people. Oh, also if it hits really high up, that's another thing. Yeah, if you hit really high up, that's another situation where you want to be.
I never.
Nice. And after you get a kill, you're gonna want to Yes, Wolf Blitz is actually good for if you hit someone as an ear-to-ear really high up with JHP, because there's nothing else you can do. So that's a situation where you want to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Decide whose destiny!
I could have converted up with that. It's my bad. There you go. There's an example of like you push me back and then you get hit by the L chair or the wolf shoot because you don't expect something from that distance.
Yeah.
Mid range is definitely where Beowulf shines. Middle, yeah. Obviously in the Beowulf mirror it's a bit different, but you want to be like. Nice. Nice. Nice, good job.
But
Nice, that was smart. See, that was a situation where I fucked that up. Nice.
Oh no. That was...
DP? Not DP combo. LX?
I wasn't gonna DP, I don't think it would have hit.
Okay, nothing left to see here. Believe in the announcer that believes in you.
Oh yeah!
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Clinch up! Danger! Clinch up!
Ugh.
Clinch up! Press slam! Canis major! What you gonna do? Canis major! Somebody else sound the bell.
Nice.
That's all,
Nice.
folks.
Yeah, so that was a situation where I was cheerless, but I couldn't
Let's have another!
do
Yeah.
a low, so I just baited DP instead.
Yeah, and it worked.
It's showtime!
Nice, nice. That was good. Nice, look at that. Very good.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a situation where Wolf Shoot might have worked.
Oh.
Or, if you hit really high, sometimes you just have to do, oops, nice.
Calling quits. Back on the beat. Swing it.
Sometimes you just have to do super to hit from that high.
Yeah. Ah.
On the trolley. Giant step. Give me a hit. Oh, yo. 120
Is also a good punish tool. Although you might have been able to do SSJ to beat it from that range.
Yeah, I might
Which
have
is
been
worth
able
thinking
to.
about.
Just one
Yeah.
more.
Finally! The wolf has come back to...
Yeah. But it's gonna take a little bit of time, right? You're not gonna immediately get,
Yeah, no, really.
That was good. See, you protected your assist. That was good.
Yeah. Oh, I could have went into the. I already thought I used this, so I thought I couldn't go into the other combo. So, even though you showed me you do have enough time to recover.
Yeah.
So.
That was a situation. That was another situation where I could have.
Big man.
It's also probably a good thing to maybe learn, because I know of chairless you can get a stagger.
Yeah, you can get chill stack like this.
Yeah.
I'll There's a couple of chills.
And probably just look him up. Nice.
That's yeah. There's a couple of chills combos I could teach you, but they're a bit tricky, and yeah, sometimes it's worth just doing a reset.
Yeah.
Anyways, GG's.
GG's.
I'll try to. What I'll do is I'll see if we can do another session at a later date, and I'll try to maybe make it so that it's a bit more structured than this one.
Yeah.
But hopefully I taught you some stuff and gave you some stuff
Oh,
to
yeah.
practice. So Jafferboof, this is me from the future. So here's how you set up the safe jump training. So I just use Philia, but you can do it with a bunch of different characters, and you should. But what you want to do is we'll start by setting the dummy record playback. So select button, dummy record, make sure it's set to reversal. So for number 1, for reversal number 1, just record it to Grigger if you're doing Philia, or whatever their main grounded one is. For number 2, just set it to jab, or down back I think would also work. Essentially you just want them to get hit. In fact, we'll see if it works. I think down back might actually be better, because you want them to get hit basically. And because if you just set it up so it's just the safe jump, just the reversal, what will happen is you might not be actually hitting them. You want to set it because the safe jump works in such a way that if they block it, they will get hit. But if they do a reversal, you will be able to block, because you're abusing kind of your recovery frames. So that's what it is. And then you set it to playback mode as reversal, and then the recording number is random. So it'll ignore 3 because 3 doesn't have a recording tied to it. So it'll just pick between 1 and 2. So if we press jab, she down backed. Do it again, she down backed. And that time she did reversal. So that's all good. Now we change our select button to save and load state. Make sure you have 1 hype. Grab her, put her to the ground, save just before you do that, and now you can practice your safe jumping. So that was too late because I got hit. That was too late because I didn't get hit. So I got to do a little bit earlier. Oh, still got hit. That time it worked because I blocked. I get a punish, but we don't know if I actually would have hit if they down back. So that's what you have to test. So sometimes you will. There we go. So that was a situation where it hit, which is good. That hit, so that's kind of seems like it's the correct timing, and as you can see, I blocked at that time. So there's a potential that with the correct timing, I both would have hit them if they were to down back, or I blocked Grigger as you saw. So yeah, hopefully that helps. And then just do that with a bunch of different characters, because the waking time up I believe is the same, but the animation is a bit different. So that hit. But that's going to hit me, so I was a bit too late. And then obviously practice your conversions. So I hope that helped. Thanks very much.